I, Jared Kerr, otherwise known as Roller Rouge, fear for my life, for I am about to expose the truth behind brunches. And this is a day in the life of an investigative journalist. I went undercover as a professional roller skater to Eventmrkt in Newmarket, Ontario. I know just what you're thinking. What business does a black man have in a place like Newmarket? I had to go deep behind enemy lines to unearth the truth. I was greeted by Caucasian cheers. My first groundbreaking discovery was that Shania Twain was like the Beyoncé of the Caucasian woman community. As a black man, I was unfamiliar with these line dances. The Caucasian choreography had me quite confounded and confused. But I would not give up that easily. I was determined to learn this. These movements were foreign to me, but I know it's my duty as an investigative journalist to accurately assimilate and adapt to the environment in which I'm investigating. Unfortunately, I had to do the job in which I was actually hired to do. On paper, I was employed to distribute sweet treats to the brunch goers. I worked hard, so hard that I worked up a sweat in the shape of a heart on my back, a testament to my work ethic. I'm dedicated to this cause. After successfully completing our task, we were able to continue to do our other main job, which is vending the vibes. We are vibe vendors of this event. I know what you're thinking. What on God's green earth is a vibe vendor? Well, a vibe vendor is a vendor of the vibes. And that is what they do. They create the vibe because they are the vibe. They become it. Up until now, things had been going swimmingly, but as more and more drinks were poured, I realized that beneath the charcuterie boards, scented candles, Polaroid pictures, and line dances to Shania Twain, this brunch was about to become something else entirely. I was about to become someone else entirely. The environment started to affect my head. Like my Caucasian counterparts, I couldn't help but start to feel comfortable and chill. And as I let loose, I noticed everyone began to let loose. The bottomless mimosas, sangria, and champagne were but a few of the fuels that would light this flame, a flame that would burn ever so brightly for what seemed to be an eternity. The minutes turned into hours. But then I had an epiphany. I realized that sequins are now apparently back in fashion. Who would have thought? While being surrounded by women all day, it was refreshing to have another man in my presence, to keep me grounded to my manhood. I was experiencing the effects of being around a plethora of Caucasian women. I began to think I was one of them. I began to feel like them. I began to move like them and with them. I felt free. This is the magic of brunch. Like a drug, it is an addictive feeling that you want more of once you have a taste of it. We partook in cake. We partook in air humping said cake. We partook in photo booth pictures that put wigs on our heads. That looked absolutely ridiculous but gave us quite the laugh. The mannerisms that I witnessed at this brunch by these middle-aged white women were unexpected to say the least. Worms began to get wormed, and Cardi B played. And then I realized, this isn't even brunch anymore. It's clearly evening time. The sun is setting. White asses were being thrown and twerked like nothing, like water. I began to see women that clearly gave no fucks whatsoever. During this time, I was repeatedly asked my relationship status, and I expressed I was not single. But anyways, many of them showed a complete lack of care for their own well-being. But I was completely surprised and taken back when one of them showed an impressive level of skill on wheels. I was thinking to replace my partner with her. Of all the phenomenal Caucasian women at this event, one stood out above the rest, or shall I say, one shook out. At this time, all sense of time was out the window. Does time fly? The answer, yes. When at brunch, it sure does. As you can see outside, it's dark. It's nighttime. This brunch has clearly surpassed reasonable brunching hours. But I took some cake home. It was eggnog, but they put rollerblades on it. Even though I'm not a rollerblader, I'm a roller skater, but I still took the cake. Thank you for watching.